Good day to you beautiful people of the internet. It's your friendly neighborhood entity over here, also known as these. Now, first question, why am I wearing this silly thing? Well, some of you may come from, through from my above surface identity, but other guys on this channel belong to scammers, belong to hackers, and belong to companies that don't like me at the moment. So anyways, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. What we are here to discuss is cybersecurity and especially social media, because as we are getting closer to Christmas, they have been rapidly increasing. And I'm not just talking about the simple ones, they are getting ever more sophisticated. So first we're just going to quickly discuss who is a target and why. Everyone. Why? Money, details, and their system. Now, first of all, the straightaway option is the scammers who ask for money or other forms of money. So first of all, you got the normal scams. These are quite easy to detect. These are the easier ones, like, oh, do you want to make some money? Click on this link. From that point on, you clicked on the link. There's a lot more things that you can do with that. Second of all, I have seen quite a sophisticated one the other day. On a Christian group, a girl has posted that she feels like she's a lesbian, and then she made a long conversation about how it is, and then she has thought about a conversion therapy, I believe, or whatever. So at that point I was like, uh-oh, yeah. The next day on, she posts, we have had a look into conversion therapy, however we don't have the money for it, so would you be kind enough to donate? Now that has happened over 2 days. That was a much more sophisticated one, and she's quite clever in that one, I'll have to admit that. But yeah, unfortunately that was a scam too, so if you paid, I'm sorry guys, okay? Now, another type of a scam that has been becoming quite popular is you see a live stream of a famous YouTuber that you watch, a famous prophet, a famous church person you watch, or a famous movie star that you watch, and you see the live stream, and it looks very real. It is their live stream. However, that is actually just a playback of something that that person might have done many years ago. Now what these hackers are doing is they pose as the original person. They even have the right name. They got a beautifully explained description. No, I'm not talking about the simple scam, with the load of typos in it and everything. They sound very real. However, that video is just a playback, They are playing it back, you're clicking on the link, and then you have clicked on a link. Now, what we mean by a link. A link could be the usual www.facebook or whatever.com. That's fine. However, links could also be embedded inside of pictures. So I can make an embedment on Facebook that looks exactly like a picture. It is a picture. You click on it, it's a link. You don't zoom up on the picture, you have clicked on a link again. Also, another type of a link is exactly very similar as to what you're used to. It could be www.facebook.com. It could be very similar looking, yet once you click on it, you are no longer on Facebook. You go to a completely different website, which looks exactly pitch perfect, just like Facebook. However, it will have a little bit of a security warning, as when Facebook logs you out when there's a security issue, it comes up with a warning. There has been a security error. Could you please log back in? And at that point, what you do, oh crap, somebody's on my Facebook. Let's log back in and see who it is. You can check which devices are on your computer. So what you do, you type in your password and your login. You're logged back in. These guys are nice. They log you back into your real Facebook account, which is fine. They redirect you. However, you have given them your password and your email address as well. From that point on, they can do whatever they want with you. Usually, a lot of people have the same password to their Facebook as for their email address as well. Now, from that point on, they can download all of your images, all of your sent images, and all of your posted images with a few clicks. From that point on, they don't need access to your Facebook anymore. You can kick them off 3 minutes later, and that's it. Your pictures are gone. Anything that you sent privately to anybody is already on their system. At that point, they are searching through it, finding something nasty so they can extort money from you later on with that. Also, moving on, well, the most common one is when they, send all of your friends some silly links about click on this, and then they keep getting more and more information out of people. Now, another version of this is once you have clicked on a link. Nowadays, you can actually make links that are download links. So, once you have clicked the link, I can make a software, a TXT file, an image file. Any of these could have malware embedded inside of them. It's not just, .exe files. It's not just programs that have these kind of stuff embedded inside of them. This could be a text file. This could be a PDF file. This could be an image file, a JPEG, PNG, whatever name you want to use for it. It could be that. Now, from that point on of you clicking on that link, there's a backdoor to your system. I can make a backdoor to your system. I can make your system a part of a botnet. Now, why would you want an access to the system? Well, once you're logged into somebody's computer, you already have all of their safe passwords. You ever logged into your online banking from your computer? You ever logged into your emails, your social media, blah, 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 etc. Work emails. That's why, Twitter and Facebook accounts are being quite, they're a bit higher of a target. But yeah, once you have that, you can find all the old passwords that they typed in once many moons ago. Ever since then it has been saved, safe, on the computer. Also, let's say we don't want your accounts and we don't even want you to notice. I mean, sometimes we make sure you notice when you get the funny warning, virus detected, blah, blah, blah. That's a good hacker. At that point, you are relatively a little bit more safer because they warn you. So that means they are just a prankster, that is trying to teach you a lesson. However, oh, sorry, this one is coming down a bit. Okay, so, however, some of them, they are completely hidden. It's not a file. It's not a file that you can see. It's embedded very deep inside of your system, right where Windows is. So, where the little numbers are that makes, how could I make this simple? When you press the button and your computer turns on. That's a little program. Those files are put exactly down there. Now, at that point, we have a backdoor to your system. I could log onto your system and use it as my computer. I can move the mouse, I can take files or whatever. We are back to stealing data from you and then extorting something from you for those files. A lot of people don't report this because guess what? The hackers have found those files which they extorted money out of them with. Another method is when they make you a part of a botnet. Why do we need people's, why do we need a backdoor access to their computer? Because the more clever hackers don't actually want you to notice that you're being hacked. They don't want you to see the virus sign pop up. They don't want to see none of that. They don't want you to notice them, and you will not notice them because what we do is we make you part of a botnet. Well, not me, I'm a good guy, but the bad guys. They make you a part of a botnet. From that point on, they can use you and your computing power, which could be set. Let's say if it's at like 6 a.m. in the morning and we know that you are not going to use your computer, we're going to use all of your processing power. If we know that you could be on your computer, we're only going to use 20%. Make sure that you don't really notice any much of a difference. Yet, we are using your computer's processing powers to help us break into systems, helps us break people's internet, etc. So, what is the conclusion from this? When you're browsing Facebook, when you're browsing social media or even your emails, pictures that you see, do not click on them if they correspond to anything that sounds even the tiniest bit suspicious. I know you are all very good-hearted people, okay? I understand. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. However, if you are going to donate to a charity, a well-known charity through their website, not through a link. Do not click on links that others post. I mean, of course, this YouTube video that you clicked on, you can see that it's a YouTube link. Now, that has different kind of sophistication behind it, but it's hard to forge a YouTube link, because it comes up with the picture. However, images, if it looks a bit dodgy, don't click on them. Links, definitely don't click on them, even if it looks exactly like the company that you know, Pet Trust, whichever you want to name. If it looks exactly like, don't click on it. Just go onto Google, go onto their website directly. Also, in regards to anything else, as I said, don't give out money and don't give out your personal information, because a few years down the line you could be traveling to, let's say, Hawaii. It's a beautiful destination place. I would love to go there for a holiday. But let's say you travel to Hawaii and you get arrested straight at the airport. For the next 10 years you're in prison. Why? Because people with your details have taken out a loan. Now you could argue, I don't have a good enough credit score to take out a loan. Well, some, down street alleyway kind of loaners don't even require a credit score. They just charge you massive amounts of interest. And guess what? The scammers and hackers aren't going to pay that back. They just want the money. So once again, we get back to the cash. Those hackers got the cash, and those loaners in Hawaii are still looking for that person, which is you. So you go on to a holiday a few years later, and then you end up with cuffs on. And at that point, it's pretty hard to prove that it was not you, because they have had all of your details when they have signed up for it. So honestly, the last piece of conclusion: do not click on links. Do not send money to anybody on there, except family members. If they message you directly, yes, that's fine. Make sure they are family members if you can. If somebody's asking you money and they are pretending to be a family member, or they are, make sure to do a video call, okay? Those kind of things are hard to forge, okay? So if you're going to donate, go onto their website directly from Google, not through a link, because even those posts could look like somebody else. And that's around about it for today, okay? Make sure to stay safe out there, especially at Christmas, when you start letting your guard down, when you start getting stressed out about, maybe not having enough money for that present, or, oh, this is 75% discounted today. Click on here. Don't fall for it, guys, okay? It's all there to fool you, either, as we said, for your money, for your details, or for your computing power, right? Stay safe out there, and thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, guys, and take care. Bye now.